Capricorn. We'll now be focusing on love for singles and then for couples in this reading. So let's have a look and see what's coming up for Capri single, and then we'll have a look at couples. Okay, there's potentially a lot of dating coming up, Capricorn. You're meeting and connecting with people. Two Pentacle cards could indicate that you're meeting someone through work. So for some of you, you have a work-related romance or romantic partner coming up around you. But I feel like you might have to make some sort of decision here. I don't know if this is conflict of interest or a work romance might not necessarily be allowed because the Fool is coming up as reversed. But it could be someone you're meeting face-to-face, maybe through a seminar, a work conference, a meeting of some kind with the Three of Pentacles. And then we also see the Five of Pentacles reversed. I feel like this is a good sign for singles. Five of Pentacles and the Fool. Now this can be an Aries. The Aries came up as the Magician, also reversed. But the Fool is normally a very submissive character. Quite submissive, happy-go-lucky, takes things as they come. But in this case, he's reversed here, so I feel like he's not presenting himself as the Fool anymore. Now, this could be putting an end to foolish behavior, okay? Or even like fooling around. You might have been fooling around with someone. That could be ending. And it could be something you put in place and the decision that you make for yourself because you're coming up as the Five of Pentacles reversed. Now, if this was you, I would say you wouldn't be too happy about that situation, Capricorn, that you would feel left in the dark, left in the cold. But I feel like someone's going to be open about it. So there's a lot of things open for discussion with the Three of Pentacles here. I like this. There's an openness I think you could be establishing with someone. Could even be three people. 2 or 3 people. So having choices in love is coming up, Capricorn. Some of you singles might be meeting a foreign lover, but it might be a very fleeting connection and may not necessarily work due to differences in culture, religion, living situation, geographical distance. This could impact the relationship. But I do feel like the Knight of Cups is here and he is presenting something quite genuine. So you do have someone who wants to take things a little bit deeper and someone who already cares for you very deeply. The Knight of Cups shows off a lot of emotion here. It could also be someone coming up who was the Fool. So you might have had a fleeting connection with this person before and they might be coming back up. You might bump into them very unexpectedly or see them. And then they're coming up and offering you something. But I think they've potentially changed their ways. If they were immature before or acted impulsively or foolishly, maybe didn't necessarily conduct themselves the right way in a relationship, this could change. Could very well indicate that this person has grown or altered their ways. And now they're coming up with something genuine and you may be in a better position. Maybe before you were the Five of Pentacles and you sort of, maybe you felt neglected by them or they had neglected you. But now you're coming up as the Knight, and I feel with the Knight of Cups sitting right on is almost someone here who's coming back with a much more meaningful offer than before. But they may be trying to convince you of something here. Three of Pentacles can be like renegotiating or compromising on something here. There might be someone who's willing to compromise more than they were before, Capricorn. And like I said, you're in a better position to accept and forward these compromises. But I do feel like there could be an introduction. If this is like a third party, it could be like a friend introducing you to someone here. So there may be like a blind date, someone you weren't really expecting coming forward here, wanting a relationship, wanting a connection with you. So, but potentially it's good. I think anything with the online realm, like online dating, apps, traveling, like singles cruises, I think that could be quite good for you, Capricorn, because I feel like that might be the way in which you meet and connect with people romantically But the Fool looks on. The Fool looks on to the Three of Pentacles. I do feel like there might be someone wanting to come out of the friend zone here as well, but I think you know this person more professionally or from like goods, businesses and services. And that's how the two of you will connect. You'll connect through there and take it from there and watch that grow between the both of you. Let's have a look for couples though. Capricorn couples, and we'll see what's coming up in the cards. Okay, emotions might be tested. You might be pushed to some limits here, Capricorn. So you've got the Three of Cups is reversed. So you're, the enjoyment out of the relationship is you're losing touch. Again, I don't know if this is exclusion or has something to do with like a mutual friend. I mean, it could be a third party situation coming in around you, or it could be that your friends or your person's friends start to take time away from your relationship. And it's going to leave you a little bit emotionally puzzled. There's a complex problem here with the Seven of Cups. So you're unsure about something here. King of Cups sort of keeps his head above water on his stone slab throne. So I'm wondering if it's like you could be fighting for someone's tenderness, someone's compassion, someone's care, Capricorn. But there's a heaviness here. The Ten of Wands often indicating a burden of some kind. It's an emotional burden though. Capricorn, there could be someone putting a lot on you emotionally. And reverting back to the general reading, I did mention that you will be someone's anchor, but I do feel like someone is not necessarily in a happy place right now, and they'll need your emotional support. They'll need you to keep afloat. So whether it's demanding or not, you know, they may resist your help. They may resist what it is that you're wanting to help them with, but I do think there's something here about they're going to be much more emotionally reliant on you. Maybe they have something going on in the family. They've got an internal trauma. Maybe they have like an illness in the family. Maybe they've got a lot going on at work. Maybe they're just reliving some things that they've gone through recently, but that's coming up in the cards, and that could be what this emotional burden is, the Ten of Wands. Or it could be you. It could be you becoming much more emotionally reliant on another person, much more emotionally reliant on them. But it could be like a part of you feels like you're doing it all on your own, or you're carrying their burdens for them. It can even be in a way feeling a little bit mothered. So someone might be feeling mothered by you, or you're trying to mother someone, or they're trying to do that to you, and then that is creating some complexities in the relationship. But the King of Cups to me does represent a lot of love. So if you are uncertain about where you stand, you might see how much someone is fighting for you here. And I do feel like there is an opportunity with the Star card for you to see that. There might be an experience, a conversation, something that takes place here that isn't necessarily the most pleasant thing to experience, Capricorn, but it's going to show you how much someone truly cares for you. They're going to step forward. And you might be a little bit disoriented about how this person pulls through. It can be, I don't necessarily think it's an underwhelming energy. It's more overwhelming, like you're overwhelmingly happy. Maybe not necessarily at the circumstances, but at the way in which this person reacts to these circumstances. You might be very pleased with how they react, with what they do, how they handle themselves when it comes to this matter. Or it's you. It's you stepping up and supporting your person. There's an opportunity for you to do that, I feel. You've got a few reversals here. But the Star card is almost like that release. So I don't know if this is like emotional release or tension release that needs to happen maybe between you and your special person. But it could be a reminder that it's important to have these times. It's important to have the, self-identity, the good, the bonding, the happiness, the date nights, whatever it is. You might be missing that. There might be lack. Here. And to bring back, it can't just be all the heaviness. You've been focusing on this a lot too much, and we try to stay afloat emotionally, and then this happens. So sometimes we need to let go, forgive, forget, move on, and heal with our special person. I will leave your reading at that though, Cappy, so thank you again for tuning in. Please remember this is a general reading, and if you'd like a private reading in particular to your situation, please feel free to reach out.